A lot of Identity V players have probably heard of the anime Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. It took the anime world by storm with its beautiful story, amazing visuals, and emotional soundtrack. It became so popular that, naturally, IDV fans started hoping for a crossover. And as many of you already know, it's finally happening. While this is a dream come true for anime fans, some players are probably wondering, what even is Frieren? What's the story about? Who are the characters? Why did IDV pick this anime to collab with? And, of course, who's getting skins? Don't worry, we're going to answer all of that today. I know some of you are already big fans of the anime, but there are probably a few who haven't watched it yet, and that's totally okay, because we'll dive into it today. But before we jump in, I have something exciting to share, especially for those of you who are planning to top up your echoes for the crossover. If you're thinking about going all in and pulling for those skins, let me introduce today's video sponsor, CocoDP. CocoDP is a trusted and secure platform where you can buy top-ups for your favorite games like Genshin Impact, PUBG, Z, Mobile Legends, and of course, Identity V. It's available in over 40 countries and is known for being one of the best and most reliable top-up platforms out there. They offer tons of digital products too, not just game vouchers. You can grab Apple or PSN gift cards and other items, all at great prices, fast and safely. So if you're gearing up for the Frieren crossover, check out CocoDP to recharge your echoes and lock in your favorite skins in just a few clicks. And of course, you'll be supporting my channel with it, so thank you. If you're into anime, chances are you've at least heard of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. It's a beautiful anime and manga that came out in 2022 and really captured people's hearts. What makes Frieren stand out is that instead of focusing on the typical hero versus evil adventure, it looks at what happens after the journey is over. It's quiet, emotional, and reflective. A story about time, memories, and personal growth, told through the eyes of Frieren, an immortal elf mage. The series was written by Kanehito Yamada and illustrated by Tsukasa Abe. It first appeared in Weekly Shonen Sunday magazine back in August 2020. Critics loved it for its fresh take on fantasy, and it even won awards like the Manga Taisho in 2021 and the Shogakukan Manga Award for Best Shonen Manga. Thanks to its huge success, an anime adaptation was announced in 2022 and was animated by Madhouse, the same studio behind Death Note and One Punch Man. The anime finally aired on September 29, 2023, kicking off with a 2-hour special that left fans in awe. It stayed true to the manga's quiet beauty, with gorgeous visuals, soft colors, delicate animation, and an emotional soundtrack that really pulled everything together. The story starts where most fantasy tales end. After a 10-year journey, the hero party, Frieren the elf mage, Himmel the brave hero, Hyder the priest, and Aizen the dwarf warrior defeats the demon king and brings peace to the land. Everyone celebrates, but Frieren, who's basically immortal, parts ways with her human friends, promising to meet again. Fast forward 50 years, and when Frieren comes back, she finds her friends much older. When Himmel passes away from old age, she's hit with a wave of regret. Even though they spent a decade together, she realizes she barely knew him. That moment changes everything for her. She decides to go on a new journey, not to fight monsters this time, but to understand people and form real connections. Frieren is such an interesting character because, despite living forever, she wrestles with the very human fear of forgetting and being forgotten. At first, she treats human lives like passing moments, but over time, she begins to see just how precious those moments really are. That realization becomes the emotional core of the story. It's not about battles or glory. It's about growth, healing, and learning how to care. In the end, Frieren asks some deep questions. What does it mean to really live? How do we honor those we've lost? Can someone who lives forever still find meaning in short-lived relationships? The series reminds us that a meaningful life isn't about big achievements, but about the small, heartfelt moments, kindness, friendship, and just being present. Given how popular Frieren Beyond Journey's End has become, it wouldn't be surprising if Identity V considered a collaboration with it. In fact, a 2024 survey conducted by NetEase on fans' preferences for crossover content listed Frieren among the top choices. That alone shows there's genuine interest, and from both a strategic and thematic standpoint, a collaboration between Identity V and Frieren would make a lot of sense. What many people might not realize is that Identity V and Frieren actually share a surprisingly similar emotional tone. While Identity V is known for its dark and eerie atmosphere, longtime fans know that beneath the horror lies a deeply tragic and melancholic narrative. The game is built around characters burdened by grief, regret, and the shadows of their past. Likewise, Frieren tells the story of an immortal mage who, long after defeating the Demon King, begins to reflect on the fleeting lives of her human companions and the connections she failed to understand. Both stories explore themes of memory, regret, and the quiet ache of time, making a crossover between the two feel more poetic than gimmicky. Frieren also exploded in popularity, especially after the anime's release, gaining critical acclaim in Japan and internationally. Collaborating with such a beloved and trending series could be a great way for Identity V to reach new players, especially those who are familiar with Frieren but may not know much about the game. It's also a great opportunity for NetEase to introduce limited-time skins, accessories, and themed content that fans of both franchises would be excited to collect. NetEase has already proven it's no stranger to anime collaborations, having worked with titles like Danganronpa, The Promised Neverland, and Persona 5. Frieren, with its emotional depth and unique tone, would bring a fresh, yet fitting perspective to the world of Identity V. On top of that, the character designs from Frieren lend themselves well to Identity V's stylized aesthetic. Characters like Frieren, Fern, Stark, and Aura each have memorable silhouettes, strong personalities, and visually distinct designs that would translate beautifully into IDV character skins. It's not hard to imagine Frieren, Fern, or Himmel as IDV characters, though the real questions now are, who will become who? Based on information from official Identity V news, several characters from Frieren Beyond Journey's End have been confirmed to receive crossover skins in the game. The first is, unsurprisingly, Frieren herself, the titular character of the series. Frieren is an elven mage who has lived for over 1,000 years. She was once part of a legendary group of heroes that defeated the Demon King, but because of her long lifespan, she never formed deep bonds with her human companions. When one of them dies decades later, she realizes how little she truly understood them and how deeply she regrets it. That moment becomes the beginning of a new journey, not to fight, but to learn what it means to connect with others. Quiet yet powerful, Frieren slowly learns how to care in a world that constantly changes around her. Since she uses magic to manipulate her surroundings, she'll be represented in the crossover by Wendy Foote, whose kite-based abilities share a similar resemblance. Next is Himmel, the brave and charismatic human hero who once defeated the Demon King alongside Frieren. Known for his warm smile and unwavering kindness, Himmel believed in helping others, not for recognition, but simply because it was right. Even when Frieren kept her distance, he treated her with empathy and respect. His death from old age, 50 years after their victory, becomes the emotional catalyst that sends Frieren on her journey of reflection. With his knightly appearance and heroic spirit, Himmel will be portrayed by Identity V's very own knight, Richard Sterling. The third character is Fern, a calm and mature young mage who was orphaned at a young age and raised by the priest Hyder. After Hyder's death, Fern becomes Frieren's apprentice and joins her on her travels. Though reserved at first, she grows more emotionally open over time and becomes the quiet heart of the group. Her usual outfit, which consists of a long, buttoned white dress with a Victorian-style top and a black hooded coat, closely resembles Ada Mesmer's appearance in Identity V, making Ada a natural choice to portray Fern in this crossover. And of course, where there's Fern, there's Stark, her close companion and romantic interest. While their relationship starts out awkward and hesitant, fans love watching their bond slowly deepen over the course of the series. Stark is a strong warrior who trained under Eisen, one of Frieren's former companions, but he struggles with self-doubt and fear. Despite his nerves, he proves time and time again that he's brave when it really matters. His more grounded, comedic presence balances the group dynamic. Since Stark and Fern are often paired in the story, and Fern is portrayed by Ada, it makes perfect sense for Stark to be portrayed by Emil, Ada's in-game partner. Next is Sign, a traveling priest with a sarcastic edge and a gruff demeanor, but who hides a deeply compassionate heart. He joins Frieren's group temporarily, often acting as the realist and the emotional counterweight. Though not flashy in combat, Sign offers healing, support, and emotional wisdom, shaped by a friendship from his past that he still carries with him. He brings a grounded, very human touch to the party. In Identity V, Kurt Frank, the explorer, will represent Sign. Finally, we have Aura the Guillotine, a high-ranking demon who commands armies and wields a terrifying power called Obedience, which lets her control those who yield to her mana. She's cold, arrogant, and manipulative. Confident in her superiority, she underestimates Frieren and ultimately pays the price. Aura's design, especially her horns, closely mirrors Fiona Gilman, the priestess in Identity V, making her the perfect fit for Aura's crossover skin. The skins are divided into 3 main categories: Essence skins, Echoes-only skins, and a free event skin. Let's start with the Essence skins. These can be pulled from the limited crossover Essence during the event. As usual, you'll get a few essences for free just by playing matches and doing daily tasks. But if you're aiming for a specific skin, especially that S tier, you'll probably need to buy extra essences. For this crossover, the essence pool includes S tier Frieren, along with A tier Fern, A tier Stark, and A tier Aura. Next up is the Echoes Only skin, which is where things get a little more exclusive and expensive. The S tier Himmel skin is only available through Echoes, the in-game currency you buy with real money. According to the official site, Himmel's skin will cost 2,888 Echoes, which is the usual price for an S tier. There's also a matching accessory called Hero's Blade, priced at 1,888 Echoes. But here's the good news. If you buy the skin and accessory as a bundle, you get a 31% discount, bringing the total to 3,268 Echoes. Now, for those on a budget, don't worry, there is one free skin up for grabs. The A tier Sign skin for Explorer can be unlocked by joining the special crossover event. All you need to do is complete simple tasks like daily logins and mission challenges, and you'll be able to earn it over time. So, even if you're not spending, you can still walk away with something cool from this collab. But it's not over yet. There's more than just character skins. We're also getting accessories, furniture, and other fun rewards during the event. For example, there's a free B tier accessory for Wendyfoot called Grimoire, which you can get from the Decipher Grimoire event. You can level it up to A tier using magic notes you earn by playing matches, and if you really want to max it out, you can upgrade it again to S tier with echoes. Aside from skins and accessories, there are also some furniture items up for grabs. Some you can get for free, while others can be bought using echoes. There are also extra freebies like portraits, a portrait frame, and graffiti. And just like other collabs, there's a special public map available too. It's basically a chill hangout space where players can take photos, relax, or just vibe with friends. The Frieren crossover is officially set to begin on August 7, 2025, and will run until September 7, 2025. So, if you're planning to go for any of these skins, now's the time to start saving your echoes, or setting aside a budget if you're planning to splurge. That's all the info we have right now on the Frieren crossover. Personally, I might not spend a lot on this event, but I definitely hope I can get at least one A-tier skin. And for those of you planning to pull or haul during the event, I'm wishing you the best of luck. Thanks for watching. This is Silmina, signing off.